You have two kinds of gold mining. You have the large-scale mining, which is mostly owned by big mining corporations and companies. And then you have small-scale mining. This is what we are focusing on. $20 to 25 million people on this planet are digging gold in small-scale mining communities. The main problem is that, and this is something very important to understand, nobody does gold mining because they like to do gold mining. They are fighting for their lives, and they are fighting for how can I give my child something to eat on the next day. People who are used to buy jewelry and living this kind of luxury, they don't really want to get in touch with this kind of theme. It's not the solution to just close your eyes and say, no, I can't live and not work in this kind of situation. But there's a chance to make a difference.
It's a common activity around. Let it be a man, a boy, a woman, they're all in gold mining. I've just gotten involved because I need to get some money, I need to take care of myself. When I'm working in a mine, now for me most of the work that I do there is to carry the stones. The ladies can carry the stones because it's our work. We can't go into deeper pits.
The community relies so much on the gold mines because they have seen a few people getting some gold. But in the last few years, they have not got that. In this village, I'll call it a gamble. These young men keep hoping they'll get money in the mines, that when one day they get it, they'll get out of the poverty. But they are looking for what they don't see, the gold that is not seen.
Some time back, it was just on a surface. After a few meters, you get. But now it's too hectic. The dangers are, there is sudden death. That soil that is up can at any time it can creep, and then someone just passes away, just like that. When it rains, it's very dangerous because the rains fall into those pits. That soil becomes too sticky, and then it always covers people. And then it's too hectic. You see them, most of them, they are not fine. They get some other diseases of getting into every time you're into cold things. It's very bad for the health.
Mining, it has been dangerous. Me, as a person who is saying, I also lost my 2 sons in gold mining, whereby they were buried alive when they were in the pit. It has been happening not only to my sons, because in a month you can hear people have died, 2 people have died, 3 people have died, 4 people have died. It is continuous.
You first of all dig the hole. If you have dug the hole and then you have seen that there is a line, you need to get those stones. You need to dry them very nicely. They dry. After you drying, we need to take for crushing. After getting them into powder, they have to mix it with mercury. It's the only way that they can get the gold. Let me say the pots on our body, those things can enter into your skin, even on your side. It's very bad.
I would say it is a complete environmental degradation because it has changed the topography of the land, it has changed the physical landscape. Most of the places have been covered with these soils and they cannot grow crops.
Mostly it has encouraged school dropouts. Someone will just be there at school, but his or her mind is at just God.
The poverty is the root cause of people going going for mining, because there is no any source of income, so a person is now forced to go there because of getting money to sustain himself.
So solutions for all these challenges and problems are like gold mining itself, not that easy. There are great organizations like Fair Trade, like Fair Mine, who really try to improve mining, so make trainings, bring protection. Still, there are 3 to 5 mines working under Fair Trade certifications, so it's just a drop in a whole sea. So what we found out, what works for us, is bringing alternative, sustainable solutions to these gold mining communities. To make it long-lasting, we have to communicate with the communities over there, and we have to consider what are their needs, what are their social and cultural habits. So we go to the communities and we ask them if they are open for alternative solutions. And our first project was with the community in Uganda, and they told us that they would like to do beekeeping.
I knew about honey when I was still young. This is something inherited from my father. I had already traditional beehives which were there already in the place. And even that's why we are now keeping the bees in my garden, I could say garden.
When we first had the idea, we were scared because we were very much scared. Most of the ladies said, "Hey, wow, how are we going really to manage it?" We didn't know that these were advantageous on our side.
Regular farming, usually here it is affected by weather. Sometimes we have harsh drought, so we could lose annual crops. With beekeeping, once you give them good management, well, the bees work for you. We had the interest, we had started, yes, but then we had no skills. So EARTHBEAT came in and they gave us very good training, theoretically and practically.
You need to dress nicely. We go with our buckets, the brush, the stink.
What we are looking for is sealed honey. When you lift up a flame of honey, it has the honey down. So that is built very well. So you have to cut it off with a hive tool, then you put it in the container.
That time of harvesting is very difficult because they are dangerous. They can sting like nothing. They also need of their honey, and then it's their food.
African bees' behaviors are quite different from European bees. Let's say they are aggressive. They'll feel you breathing. This opening will notify them that probably we can pass here to get in. we have to walk through the plantation so that they don't sting you, like this. If they find a simple opening, that is when you count yourself good.
In the beekeeping, I just like that time of harvesting honey. Though there it's a dangerous time, but I like because you enjoy. We also can get the honey, we eat.
I wouldn't say in this short time it's not a big impact, but financially, the groups are getting better. They have hope in it now. Because when you ask them, they will give you the answer, yes, it is an alternative. I am very positive it will change their lives. And this is going to be a permanent source of income, permanent source of sustainability. So I'm seeing a bee project being a key in stopping these gold mines.
They said the production of crops has increased since we had the apiary here because of pollination. It is very important when people think of money, first of all, to think of the environment, because we live on the environment. Once we destroy it, then we are destroying our lives.
It has helped the community because people have started getting some orientation. It's not a betting thing. If you have timed nicely the harvesting period, you're taking care of them, you get some money. Because it's a sure deal, people like honey, we sell our products out.
If you get honey, selling it, it is very, 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 very quick. It goes like hot cake. In the future, let these women also boom. Let them be known globally that they are good beekeepers and they earn their living from bees. Bees has become their friend, has become each and everything for their life.
We think that this is the key for the future, that it's about empowerment, it's about education, it's about bringing perspectives and bringing a better livelihood. That's the biggest dream, is that it sets an example also for other communities, so that it doesn't need us or another NGO creating this, but that they can learn from each other and that they develop by their own power.
If a community works together, if we work together, we can change, we can open up other new things, and then we change our lifestyles, our standards of living with beekeeping rather than gold mining. But I think we're enjoying now. If I go nicely in beekeeping project, I think I shall prosper. I need to be a courageous woman in the future and then to know what I want. If you're not careful, you can eat them. But I have that dreams that as a woman I stand on my own.